What's up, guys? Today we are back with episode 11 of my VGC 2015 Road to Rank. We're still using that Bandit Bishop team because, like I said in my previous episode, I'll be using a team twice a week if I do choose to upload it twice. I'll be using the same team twice, and then next week, of course, you'll be seeing a different team. And this team consists of Charizard, Y with Overheat, HP Ground, and Heat Wave, Lumberry, Terrakion, Weakness Policy, Aegislash, Bandit Bishop, which I believe is really nice in best of one. Life Orb, Chlorophyll, Venusaur to abuse the sun from Charizard, and then a Citrus Berry Thundurus. Now in the last battle, our opponent got blown back by Bandit Bishop. Chimpak is actually hitting me up on Skype asking if I have a doubles team. I do not, unfortunately. But yeah, in today's episode, hoping to get a couple more games, a bit more practice in. I don't really like Bishop in best of 3 just because people know that you're locked into Sucker Punch. They'll know you're locked into knockoff. Obviously, they'll tell by the damage. If I go for assurance, I'm pretty sure they can tell you're banned if you go for assurance. Like, I think the standard, what is the standard Bishop moveset? Protect, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and knockoff. I think that would be the standard Bishop with like a Focus Sash or Life Orb, anything like that. But yeah, if you go for assurance, obviously it gives away that you're banned. But I think I'm just going to pause it until my opponent shows up, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we found a battle now. My opponent has Kangaskhan, Clefairy. I hope that's Clefairy. I hope that's not Cleffa. What the hell? It should be Clefairy. Azumarill, Bisharp, Landorus, T, and Heatran. Now my opponent is running the Friendguard plus Kanga, Azu. Makes sense. It's a good combo. Definitely. I really like Terrakion as a lead versus my opponent, as well as Bisharp. Honestly, Bisharp is really nice plus Terrakion. Terrakion deals with everything that Bisharp is scared of, bar I guess Landorus to an extent. I'm not entirely sure, but actually at the same time I kind of like Aegislash plus Bisharp with Terrakion in the back, and just because Aegislash does have Wide Guard, and last choice would have to be, let's see. Now the reason I like Bisharp plus Aegislash is because Bisharp gets boosted by the Intimidate from Landorus. I have Wide Guard, so he cannot hit me with Earthquake. At the same time, though, it could backfire because you could have Heatran, but that's why I have Terrakion in the back. Aegislash deals nicely with Kangaskhan, and then I don't honestly like Charizard in this game just because I don't have Solar Beam, so I think I like Thundurus in the back, giving me that support, being able to hurt Azumarill with some super effective Thunderbolts, and also the Thunder Wave plus Protect. I don't think this one has Swagger, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, am I scum? But yeah, we'll see how this game goes. I'm expecting Kangaskhan plus maybe Landorus as a lead. Obviously they beat Terrakion plus Fiddler on the lead, but he ends up leading off with Kangaskhan plus Clefairy, which is really nice for me. Unfortunately, I don't have Protect on this Bisharp, so that's a little bit bad. Just because right now he could easily just go right for the low kick or something into that slot. So I'm actually gonna pull back Bisharp and go out into my Thundurus with it, and I believe I'll just go right for the Flash Cannon onto the Clefairy slot. He could definitely bring out Heatran. That's something I could see happening. The main part, or the most important part, is not letting my Bisharp die this turn. So he doesn't withdraw any of his Pokemon unless he withdraws Clefairy, which should be the Pokemon coming out if he does choose to withdraw. He doesn't though, so he Mega Evolves with his Kangaskhan. I'm assuming he goes right for the low kick onto the Thundurus slot, or onto what was the Bisharp slot, or even Power Up Punch, I suppose. Power Up Punch would be a little bit scary though, but he ends up going right for Protective Clefairy. Definitely something he should have done, as he goes right for the Power Up Punch. Unfortunately, I guess I should have seen it coming because Power Up Punch plus Clefable makes sense. Really bad for me, honestly. But the good part is that I can just protect with my Thundurus this turn and pull back my Aegislash into Terrakion, because the only thing he could do is hit me with Sucker Punch. So I'm going to pull back my Aegislash into Terrakion right now and protect with my Thundurus. That way he cannot attack me. I do not expect him to Moonblast into the Aegislash slot, but either way, I don't even think Clefairy runs an attack in this. What is it? I don't even think Clefairy runs an attack. I'm pretty sure I built a team with Clefairy. I don't think it runs an attack. But going to pull back into my Terrakion, which is why I brought my Terrakion, because this thing was a threat. And going to be able to protect with my Thundurus as he goes for the Follow Me with his Clefairy, which is a little bit scary. As he goes right for return onto the Thunder slot. So that's something I was expecting. Now, right here, I have to Thunder Wave. I think I have to Thunder Wave Clef, and protect with my Terrakion. Now the reason I'm doing that is because I think the reason I have to do that is because I'm pretty sure he'd follow me plus how do I break follow me? What the hell? I'm pretty sure he'd power up punch into my Terrakion, so if I Thunder Wave Clef, he can get paralyzed and he can't go for follow me. And then after that, I'll pull back into my Aegislash. But I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Clef and protect with my Terrakion. I'm expecting him to go right for the power up punch into that slot with his Kangaskhan. So I'm gonna be able to get off that paralysis on his Clefable as he goes right for the power up punch. And like I expected, he went for that versus my Terrakion. So now we're gonna go right for the Thunder Wave onto his. I still want to try and Thunder Wave Kangaskhan, so I'm going to do that. That way my Bisharp has some leeway right there. And I'll pull back my Terrakion into my Aegislash. It's kind of obvious. I kind of expect him to return my Thundurus slot as well. There's not much I can do because of the follow me, but that's why I paralyzed him. That way he can't get off a move. Like, he is not able to. I'm going to be able to Thunder Wave that Kangaskhan, which is pretty nice for me. And, ooh, I like this. I like this, as he is not able to power up punch my Aegislash. So, time to make some plays. I'm going to protect with my Thundurus and go right for the Flash Cannon onto the Kangaskhan slot. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because if he follows me with his Clefairy or protects, I at least get off damage on Kangaskhan, which is something I want. That way Rock Slide does some work. So, I'm going to be able to protect with my Thundurus. I'm assuming he's going to Sucker Punch my Aegislash, but as he does go for Helping Hand. Hopefully that's not able to knock. Oh, he gets paralyzed. Oh my god. Yo, I'm scum, but I did paralyze him. That way he cannot get off attacks on me. If I'm being honest, I didn't paralyze him that way his speed is cut. I don't care about his speed. I paralyzed him that way he cannot get off attacks on me. As I'm actually able to get off a Spadef drop on him too, which is really nice. I'm gonna Thunderbolt the. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt and Flash Cannon into the Kangaskhan slot. If he follows me with Clefairy, then I just get off 2 attacks on that, as he does go right for the Helping Hand once again. But apparently this is going to work out for me because he didn't go for Sucker Punch, so the Thunderbolt plus Flash Cannon will be able to knock him out. Definitely those paras helped me, I can't even deny it, but I don't know if did I have a better play than that? Like, for those of you that are pros at VGC, did I have a better play than hoping he got hacks, like going for Thunder Wave? I couldn't see an opening play, and you know, if the play works out, I think it's an okay play. I'd be pretty upset if I were him, though, because his Kangaskhan literally did nothing this entire match. But he brings out a Azumarill, and I am just going to go right for the Thunderbolt plus the Flash Cannon onto that slide. He's probably going to he's going to follow me with his Azumarill, with his Clefable, which is fine, Clefairy, because if anything, I get off the attacks onto that slot. But he does go for follow me, so I will be able to get off the Thunderbolt plus the Flash Cannon onto that slot, as he's more than likely going to be able to Belly Drum up. But obviously, getting off these attacks on his Clefairy, getting rid of Clefairy is just nice in general for me, as he hopefully would not be able to get off some attacks. I could still lose to Azumarill, which is the unfortunate part, but there's nothing I could do about that. I think going in for King Shield would have been a terrible play this turn as well. So able to get off the Flash Cannon and the Thunderbolt onto the Clefairy. Let's see if it's enough to take him out. It might actually be. Yes, it is. So Clefairy goes down right there, but we have a +6 Azumarill out on the field, and of course I have Thundurus, and he actually has Landorus. So that's actually really bad for me. I'm gonna protect with my Thundurus because I expect him to Aqua Jet and go for Earthquake. I guess Knockoff is also a play, but I think going for King Shield is my best bet as well with my Aegislash. So I'm just gonna protect and go for King Shield this turn. Just double protecting just to see what his Landorus wants to do. If he wants to go for Earthquake, he'll be obviously hitting his own Pokemon right there. I expect him to protect with his Azumarill, if I'm being honest, this turn. I think that's a fine play as well. But we'll see if he decides to go for Earthquake. He does go for Aqua Jet plus the Stone Edge onto my Thundurus slot. So that's good because I'm thinking he's locked in the Stone Edge. So I'm actually going to do is go for the Thunder Wave onto the Azumarill slot, and just follow it up with I think I want to go for Flash Cannon on the Azumarill slot too. Because if he does Aqua Jet and go for Earthquake, I'll be able to knock him out with the Weakness Policy. Let's say he's mixed Landorus or Life Orb Landorus or something, I would like him to go for Earthquake then. And if I can slow down his Azumarill or get it to hit itself, that'd be nice too. I guess alternatively, I could go for the... I'm assuming he's locked in, but able to get off that Thunder Wave on his Azumarill, which is really nice. Obviously slowing him down. And he does go for Aqua Jet onto my Aegislash slot. That should not be able to pick up the KO on me, as I do avoid his Stone Edge as well. That's really unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure he's Scarf and locked into that. And what that's going to do is actually allow him to be in Sucker Punch range. Either way, he would have been in Sucker Punch range with his Azumarill after the Flash Cannon, which I 100% would have got off this turn. But still really unfortunate for my opponent. So I think my best bet is just going for Protect. And I really want a King Shield, but I want to burn out his Protect as well, so I'm just going to go for King Shield. That way my Aegislash is in the other form. Also, if he wants to go for Stone Edge, I'm also waiting his Stone Edges. Really unfortunate for my opponent. Definitely got the short end of the stick this entire match, but I did go for Thunder Wave for reasons. And of course, Pokemon is a game where accuracy, you choose to use those moves. So goes for Aqua Jet onto Aegislash. Not that it really matters, but gets the attack drop. As again, he goes for Stone Edge, and Stone Edge actually won't be able to knock me out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball into the Azumarill slot, because if he knocks out my Thundurus this turn, if he didn't attack my Thundurus, basically, I'm pretty sure Thundurus will be able to live one Stone Edge from a Landorus, and yeah, I'm pretty positive just because I am defensive, as I do, and I'm going to be able to get off that, I'll be able to get off that Thunderbolt onto the Azumarill slot. So it's, again, really unfortunate, but I think I made the plays that I had to make in order to win, or the only plays that I could make in order to win. But all he has left is that Landorus, and I can just go right onto my Bisharp and click Banded Sucker Punch, just in case he's not Scarf, and then HP Ice as well onto the Landorus slot, and that should be game. I don't see him winning this. Again, really unfortunate for my opponent, the way the game went. But at the same time, I'm not sorry, because I made the plays I had to in order to win the game. So I mean, that's how Pokemon goes, and it doesn't matter how you get there, right? It's all about winning. That's how people see it. That's how competitive games are anyway. You know, I don't really consider Pokemon a competitive game just because of hacks and so many outside factors getting in the way of wins. But yo, again, my battle box looking fly. I might actually have to look for a battle with that. But we're gonna look for another battle with this team, and we are climbing. We're actually at 1650 something, which is cool. I still shot down from like 1700. I'm actually, my win-loss ratio is ridiculously stupid right now. Look at that. I used to be in the 1700s, and then I went on tilt with the Cresselia team I was using. I went 30 and 20. It's crazy. At one point I was like 20 and like 3, 20 and 4, 20 and 5, 26, something like that. I don't know. It was definitely less than 10 losses, and then I just lost a lot. But yeah, we're gonna look for another battle. I'm actually gonna pause until we find one. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have found another battle versus a very similar team. He's not similar in a sense, but he's also rocking the Sun plus Zard. And I kind of expect him to lead off with Venusaur plus Landorus or Charizard plus Venusaur. Honestly, that's actually a bad lead matchup for me. Wow. So I have to think twice about this. I don't really like Aegislash in this game at all, just because he has Scrafty, Landorus, Charizard, and Heatran. So I'm definitely not thinking about bringing Aegislash. I kind of like Bisharp in this game, though, simply because I can Sucker Punch plus Heat Wave this Charizard and knock it out. The combination of those two will actually be able to knock it out. So I'm thinking about leading off with Charizard plus Bisharp. If he leads off with Landorus, that's fine. Alternatively, though, Aegislash could work, but then again, if he's running Flamethrower, it doesn't matter. What is my best lead? I can't even think of my best lead of choice. Like, I honestly can't. I like Charizard plus Bisharp because that's the one that's most likely going to get him to stay in with his, what do I want to do? Like, staying with his Venusaur. I think I'm going to bring my only Venusaur in the back, but at the same time, I kind of don't. I mean, Venusaur outspeeds his team and knocks it out, and then Terrakion in the back. So we'll try Charizard plus Bisharp lead. Hopefully I can get off the dual attack, the Sucker Punch plus the Heat Wave onto his own Charizard slot and knock it out with the combination of those two. Of course, we will see, though, how this actually plays out. If he leads off with... he actually ends up leading off with Scrafty and Landorus. So that's actually amazing because... That's actually amazing because he gives me so many boosts this turn. Like, I can easily just go for Sucker Punch right now if I wanted to. Because of Defiant. Like, I'm going to be +2 by the end of the turn. So, that's amazing. I didn't expect the dual Intimidate lead at all. I can easily knock out something with this monster. I'm going to Mega Evolve with my Charizard and kind of want to overheat the Scrafty and Sucker Punch the Landorus, but I kind of expect him to Fake Out though. Fake Out and Superpower, honestly. But we'll see how this works out. You know, I'm going to go for this play anyway. I do expect him to Fake Out and Superpower my Bisharp, but I guess Earthquake could also work. But then in turn, I can knock out a Scrafty, which is a little bit annoying for me. Let's go for it. Let's see. Let's see if he fakes out my Charizard. Because if he fakes out Charizard, and because I don't want to lose Charizard this game, so I don't know. I think this is actually a bad play. I'm regretting it right now. My mic is being stupid once again. It's actually hanging by like a thread right now. But he does not Fake Out. So okay. So this play worked out for me because I'm able to get off the banded +2. Oh my God. So Landorus goes straight down. Landorus was a threat. And my Overheat actually connects with his Scrafty. I don't think it's going to be enough to knock it out because, oh my God. So I get the double KO right there. So that worked out perfectly for me. That worked out amazingly for me. That couldn't have worked out better. I got a double KO that turn. I don't know why he didn't Fake Out. Maybe he tried to predict my Protect and knock out my Charizard early. Or I went for Sucker Punch. I'm not entirely sure. But that worked out amazingly for me. This first turn was amazing. I got a double KO, and it's going to be really hard for my opponent to come back. I'm assuming he has Venusaur plus... Yeah, he actually ends up disconnecting right here. So, you know what? We're going to look for another game because obviously I'm not going to count a game where it was super... Like, nothing happened. Like, that was an amazing lead, though, yo. I mean, that was amazing, like, first turn for me. Because he tried to make a read. Maybe he tried to just... Maybe he didn't expect the Sucker Punch to knock him out. But he gave me like 400 boosts. So I'm not entirely sure what he was expecting. But at the same time, you know, I'm glad I went with my gut. And expected him not to go for the Fake Out. So I'm glad that worked out for me. Sometimes those plays do work out. But I'm going to pause until we find a battle, guys. We'll be right back. So we have found a game now. My opponent's team is extremely standard with Kangaskhan, Landorus, Milotic, Thundurus, Cresselia, and Heatran. Now, he gets kind of blown back by Banded Bisharp. I really like that as a lead versus my opponent. Alright, let's see. I like Banded Bisharp versus my opponent's team just because it checks Landorus. It does a lot to Kangaskhan with Sucker Punch. Does a lot to Thundurus with Sucker Punch. Checks Cresselia. And again, does a lot to Heatran plus Milotic with knockoff plus Sucker Punch respectively. I don't really like Sun in this battle, just because I don't have Solar Beam. If I had Solar Beam, I'd probably change the way I thought. But I kind of want to bring Thundurus plus Bisharp as a lead, and with Terrakion in the back, and actually no. Terrakion Bisharp as the lead, with Thundurus in the back. Would he lead Lando Kanga? Lando Kanga isn't a bad lead versus me at all. But if he leads Kanga plus Thundurus, this is a good lead for me. So let's see. I do have Lumberry on Terrakion. That's also something to take into account. Really want to bring Aegislash in the back as well because Aegislash can destroy my opponent's team. Yeah, we're going with that. Actually, no, I kind of regret not bringing Venusaur plus Sun because I don't really have an electric resist, so I kind of regret that as we immediately go into it. But again, that's this is just practice just for me to learn. Obviously, in best of 3 format, I can adjust to it, but in this, I'm not able to. But Terrakion plus Bisharp as a lead, I guess it deals with him if he leads off of Cresselia plus Kangaskhan, as he leads Kangaskhan plus Thundurus. So this isn't bad at all. Simply because I'm going to choose to close combat his Kangaskhan, and I am going to knock off his Thundurus. I am Choice Banded. Bisharp, if you haven't already figured out or you haven't been paying attention, the worst case scenario is he's definitely going to go for Fake Out with his Kangaskhan onto my Terrakion slot. If he faked out the Bisharp, then I'm able to knock it out with the close combat. And if he pulls back into Landorus for any reason whatsoever, I mean, he's 100% faking out my Terrakion slot. If he is not, he's going to go down to this close combat. And I do have Lumberry, so I do dodge a Thunder Wave from his Thunderous. So he does pull out that Thunder Wave as he does it onto my Terrakion. I do have a Lumber, like I was expecting. He did not go for Fake Out this turn, so that's cool. Because I'm going to be able to get off this this close combat right onto his Kangaskhan. Not sure what he was trying to expect. He was trying to make a hard breed with Protect right there. I'm not entirely sure. But Kangaskhan is going to go right down, and I'm going to be able to get off this Banded Bishop. And this guy actually has more points than me, too. So, interesting turn 1 right there. As I'm able to get off this Banded knockoff right on this Thunderous, and that opens up a huge door for me. Definitely. I'm expecting Landers to want to come out. Now, because I am locked into Sucker Punch, that's the only reason why I am going to switch out right here, honestly. I could just go for Sucker Punch. I don't know if he knows I'm banded. Based on the damage, maybe he should know I'm banded. But I'm going to do is Protect with my Terrakion because I am able to. And I'm actually going to pull back into my Thunderous with my Bisharp just because I am locked into that attack. I don't want to stay in here, obviously. What Protecting does is it obviously means he can't Thunder Wave me with Thunderous. If he wants to go for Earthquake, obviously I can scout that. And at the same time, I kind of expect him to Thunder Wave my Bisharp slot right here. Or even go for Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave again. But I'm going to protect my Terrakion as I'm able to pull back my Bisharp into my Thunderous. As he is going to go for the Swagger. So you trying to boost me, bro? I guess trying to dodge a Sucker Punch, an Earthquake, rather. My bad. He's trying to dodge Earthquake right here. Makes sense. As he actually ends up going for Rock Slide. Interesting on my opponent's part. I guess he predicted my Thunderous to want to come out. That does a lot though because he gets a crit. Unfortunately, not much I can do about that. But what I do want to do is I'm gonna make a hard read right here. Or actually, I'm gonna make my best play. I'm going for Rock Slide with my Terrakion. I'm actually gonna pull back my Thunderous because I want to save it for his Cresselia, or even his Landorus as well as that. Like, I'm expecting one of those to want to come out. I'm expecting Cresselia or Heatran to want to come out. I think Cresselia though, so I'm actually going to pull back my Thunderous into, it's either Bisharp or Aegislash. Both of them are going to hurt themselves if they get confused, but if I get off this Rock Slide, I'm in a good position. I think I'm going to bring out Bisharp because I'm pretty sure he's locked in a Rock Slide. If I am wrong though, damn, that sucks. But if he actually ends up staying in, he does not Swagger me, which is amazing for me. I'm thinking he's Choice Band Landers. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I'm able to get off damage on him. If he goes for Earthquake, that would kind of suck right here. As he does go for Earthquake. Wow. So that was a really poor play on my part. Or really poorly played, rather. I thought he was Choice Scarf Landers his entire time. So now, even though he sacked his Pokemon in the beginning, he has a chance to come back simply because of my terrible play right there. I didn't expect him to not be Choice. I expected him to switch out, honestly, into Crest. I thought that would be a good switch in for these two Pokemon, but obviously it was not. And now we have to play around with some mind games. The good thing is Weakness Policy Aegislash can beat Tran plus Lando. It really depends on how this turn goes. I'm going to HP Ice his Landorus, and I think I'm just going to go right for the... I don't know if he's Assault Vest or not. But I'm going to go for Shadow Ball onto the... Is Wide Guard better? I think Wide Guard. I'm going to go for HP Ice onto his Landorus slot and... No. Go for Shadow Ball into Heatran and HP Ice. So if Landorus pulls out the Protect here, that's unfortunate. If not, though, maybe Wide Guard might have been the better play. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm expecting him to go for Rock Slide. I knew he'd be faster than my Thunderous too. He shouldn't be able to knock me out. Of course, if he gets a flinch, that would suck immensely. But on either the Pokemon, as he unfortunately does, and gets off the Heat Wave. My Thunderous does avoid, though, so we have a chance, friends. We have a chance because my Thunderous did avoid. I'm going to need my Thunderous to avoid once more, honestly. If he didn't get that flinch on me, I think I would have been in a great... I would have been able to knock out the Landorus with the HP Ice at that range. Though I guess he could be Assault Vest, but... able to get off the... I'm able to get off the Shadow Ball into him, and now... He doesn't know I don't have Wide Guard, so what I'm actually going to do is go for Wide Guard right here. And we're going to pray for the best. If he goes for Earth Power, I think this is his best play. I'm going for Aegislash, going for Earth Power. He can't go for Earthquake because of, obviously, Heatran being out. So I'm going to go for Wide Guard with my Aegislash. Me not showing it before helps a lot because now he can't go for a Rock Slide or Heat Wave anyway. as he does try and Rock Slide. So Y-Guard's obviously going to protect me, and I am going to be able to break through and go right for the HP Ice onto the Landorus, as he is Assault Vest, it seems, as he goes for Hidden Power. Uh-oh. And that is going to be game. Yeah, it is going to be game. Alright, so unfortunately he was like Assault Vest Landorus. Had I gotten out the other HP Ice, I'm pretty sure I would have won the game right there, because obviously I would have been able to get up 2. But I'm going to King Shield with my Aegislash, just because if he wants to Earthquake, then he can Earthquake. If he Earthquakes with his Landorus, I don't know. He could still choke it away if he clicks Earthquake right here without protecting with Tran and kills his own Heatran and then misclicks. But obviously it's not going to work because I did click the I did click Protect. I did click King Shield in the following turn, and then I did click Wide Guard. So obviously King Shield has a chance to fail. And unfortunately that's going to be game. So again, that's still Pokemon, that's how it goes. I got lucky with Paralysis early versus another dude. That one turn with Landorus, I did not expect him to stay in and click Earthquake. That turn really drew me back. I still think I would have won if he did not flinch me with Rock Slide, but Rock Slide is probably the best move in VGC. So yeah, good game, dude. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want. Until next time, guys, later.